What's up?
Welcome back to another episode of the New Life Podcast.
I mean, we're back again.
We're back and better than ever.
Back, we're
energized,
ready. I'm fired up.
revved up.
Because we're pastors.
Get it?
I like that, dude.
We are, because we are the pastors.
We are
at New
reverence.
Life.
We are the pastors. Dude, we are.
Look at us.
Penn State.
Why are you so revved up?
Because I ate a bunch of junk food right before this.
What'd you eat?
All right, so I had...
Graham cracker with cheese and...
No, I had a blueberry bagel with cream cheese. So good, blueberry bagels. Do you like bagels?
Yeah.
Why didn't you have one at my birthday celebration?
I'm not a big breakfast guy. I try not to eat before noon.
I had one of those Brazilian cheesy breads.
Say it.
How do you say it?
How do you say it?
No, you say. I'm not Brazilian.
Neither are we.
Yeah,
Why are
and
you
I'm going
looking
to end up
at
saying
us?
something inappropriate, Mateo.
I don't even know what they're called. Try to
Tried.
say it. Try to say it.
Pão de queijo.
Pão de
queijo.
queijo.
That's wrong.
Pão
I know
de
that's wrong.
queijo.
That's wrong? Brazilians
so.
listening, tell us if we're right or we're wrong.
All the Brazilians in third service.
Spencer's nodding his head that we said
Oh,
it
they'll
right,
be
so.
sure to tell us.
And then I had 2 pieces of lemon loaf.
Lemon loaf.
Yeah, you ever had that?
Nope.
Why don't you don't like lemon?
Nah, I'm not a big like cakes, pastries, cupcakes, pies. Not a big.
Our very own Patty
ice cream
Pap,
guy.
she made it specifically for
Oh,
me
she
because
did?
it's my birthday. And dude, did you have a piece, Mateo?
No.
Oh my goodness! You guys need to go downstairs see if there's any left. Just had like the best
Wait,
punch of lemon. Dude.
You glazed over.
It was glazed, yes.
I know. I was glad you got that pun.
Oh.
You glazed over the most important fact of why we had all that food here today is because it's your birthday.
Tomorrow, so last
Wednesday, by the time you guys
it's my
are watching
birthday.
this,
Oh, and then I also had 2 brownies.
64 years old. He looks amazing.
I do look good for that. No, I'm 31 now.
31.
1995 I was born.
Probably the least climactic birthday of all time.
31?
31, 41, 51. So he's like, there's that crazy high from like
I would argue 32 is worse.
32. I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm not a birthday guy, though. I don't like the birthday.
Me either.
It's like, again, I don't know if it's from like The Office or something, but it's like, congratulations, you were born. Like, what are we celebrating for?
It is your birthday.
It is your
period.
birthday, right? Yeah, it's like, that's
It's a
how I
statement of
feel. I'm
fact.
like, I never really want to do anything. I will tell you my plans for tomorrow, so this would have already happened.
Well, it's half hour TV or half hour nap. Which one? Where is it?
If I had to pick, TV, because I'm never going to fall asleep in a half hour. That's
True.
crazy.
That's fact.
We're going to Cracker Barrel for my birthday.
Cracker Barrel.
We've talked about it in length on this podcast before, so we don't need to get into it. But
If you ever want to buy Devon a gift for his birthday, Christmas, anything, Cracker Barrel merch, Cracker Barrel gift
we
card.
were just talking about I wonder if I can get one of those aprons. So Cracker Barrel
That would be
corporate, if
awesome.
you're watching, send us an apron.
Or if you knit and you want to just
wanna
make
get me a
Devon buy a
brown
brown
apron.
apron and knit him
5
5
stars,
stars
gold with mine. Actually, it only goes up to 4 stars. Let's be honest. Come on.
Yeah, but if you worked there, you'd be a 5-star.
Oh,
Happy
Thanks.
birthday, Dev.
happy birthday, man.
Thanks, Mateo. Mateo really like that. Yeah,
like,
dude.
"Aw."
So that's what I'm doing for my birthday.
That's awesome.
Not-
Sounds. And then church. 'Cause it's
Church, I'll be here.
Wednesday.
I'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah, we
but
forgot
got the
that
night
part.
off. Mateo's preaching in youth, so just get to go and just
That's a mistake.
have some time.
You don't even need to go then, really.
I'm not. I'm telling you right now, I will not be there.
Sit in the main sanctuary. And
I'll
come
be
sit
sick
with
that
me.
night. Yeah, no, it's
That's
good.
great.
It's great.
That's great.
Excited. 31 years young.
31 years young. Physically,
Remember when I was just a
57.
young lad?
I do. I met Devon for the first time when he was 18 months old. How about that? huh?
Dude, unk.
It's crazy.
How about that?
And you were what? 12?
Yeah, 11,
About.
12. Yeah.
Man,
No.
we've had some wild
No,
times
I
together.
was like 10.
Me and Pastor Luke.
We're 10 years apart. You'll be 31, I'll be 41.
Yikes.
How about that?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yikes. 1 foot in the grave.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I'm like halfway done with my life, probably.
Yeah, well, that's what people always say. Like, oh, you turned 40, you're gonna have a midlife crisis. I'm like, I'm way past the
Yeah,
middle
dude,
of
there's
my
no way
life.
I'm making it past 55.
We're only promised what, 70?
Yeah.
So you're almost
probably.
there. I'm way past. This is basically from here to 35 is when you should have your
I'd
midlife
be
crisis.
lucky to see 60, I think.
The way you eat?
Did you have a midlife crisis?
No, I don't think so. I mean, my wife tells me that because I still try to play basketball competitively, that I'm like out of my mind. But And I've had people tell me that that's kind of a midlife crisis, but
No.
Because like you're trying to hold on to it instead of just
Yeah.
giving it up and moving
but
on.
I still got it, so it's not like I'm not holding on to anything.
So he says we've yet to see any
the
clips
hoop,
or
the
footage
hoop life,
of
you
him
know,
actually
the hoop
playing.
life chose me. You know,
I did go to one of your games once when I like first moved back here, at like the Easton League.
I'll be in Stanford tonight. I'll be in Milford on Thursday. Come watch. Anybody that wants
Anybody
to come
who
watch,
wants to
I'll be
come and
there.
watch.
Wow.
He invited me to basketball practice today though.
I did. We need to actually. I'm gonna play with my team in practice today too, because they need. We
Dude,
got
that's
guys
something
sick.
that we did. Me and Mateo, we came and supported your team over the weekend. We came and watched the boys.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Destroyed.
It was
Yeah,
not-
how did it end?
Yeah, true. I left.
Me and
early.
Mateo
Oh,
both left
when'd you
early.
leave?
You guys were down like 10.
What?
Oh, you're
first
down
half?
more.
Second half.
Like
Oh,
third
we
quarter.
cut it to 4. We cut it to 4.
I thought that was before that.
No,
we
cut
saw
it-
that you guys get back into
Oh, you
it.
saw us
yeah.
get back into it. Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
see
yeah.
how it finished.
No.
I probably left with like 6 minutes
Crawled
left.
back in. Crawled back in. This close. Crowd
Couldn't
was
do it.
bananas. It was so awesome in there.
Felt like a
Oh,
throwback
dude, I
game.
could have. Yeah, it was awesome. Could have slammed my head right through the brick wall in there. So amped up.
Okay.
But couldn't get over the hump. It's okay. It happens.
So it happens, dude.
So we got 2 games left,
That's it.
and then playoffs. Hoping to make a little run. See what happens.
Cinderella story.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. March Madness.
March
Soon,
Madness,
dude.
baby.
I'm stoked.
I
Right around-
love March Madness.
Right around the corner.
I love
Best
March.
time of the year.
I love March Madness because I can pretend like I cared about college hoops the entire season,
Yeah.
and then just watch
I
it.
know,
and-
I've
I love
watched-
it because I have cared about college hoops.
Yeah,
the whole
you've
season.
watched games.
no,
all
you
year.
watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, I watch all the UConn games.
I don't watch any games, and then I
I
build
watch
a
UConn.
I
bracket.
watched Carolina beat Duke on a buzzer beater the other night. Game was awesome.
Nah, not for me.
Nothing like college sports.
College football, though.
But nothing like this time of year because you got golf heating up, right? That's your thing. We got
I said this on
Baseball
Sunday, and my
heating
wife
up.
got genuinely mad at me. I was like, I'd much rather watch the end of this golf tournament than watch
the Super Bowl. I
Yeah.
mean, the Super Bowl was about as boring as watching golf.
and then I was like,
so
and I'd probably rather watch baseball than football.
That's crazy.
And she
That's
was like,
kinda wild.
Yeah, she punched me in the face. She
I
was
do
like,
enjoy
"This is-"
watching. We're weird. Like
I
'cause
love baseball.
We're not old. We're not.
Yeah.
We're not younger, but at the same time, we're not like your dad watches every single
Every
inning
Red
of a
Sox.
Red Sox
Yeah,
game
he'll
all
be like,
year long.
Don't tell me the score. I'm going home to watch it.
Yeah,
It's
like he wakes up at like 6 a.m. to watch the West Coast games they played the night before. Like
Yeah.
but like me and you, even for our ages, like we'll sit and watch. Like I'll sit and watch a whole baseball game. I enjoy watching.
Like I love the
baseball.
strategy of baseball and
Yeah.
like the different things that go into it. It's like, oh, it's so much fun.
Or like a
Yeah.
good pitching duel. There's nothing like a good pitching duel.
2-1 game. It's like that's great.
Yeah.
I think they're
Chicks,
better live.
Chicks dig the long ball though. That's what I've heard.
They do.
Talk about great commercials. We were talking about commercials last week. That's one of the best commercials of all time.
I
Do you
don't know
remember
that
that? You're not old enough for that?
No, I
the
don't think
Chicks
so.
dig the long ball. It's like Greg Maddox and like Tom Glavine and all them, and they're like, oh man, like nobody's like paying attention to them. They're like stud pitchers, and then I can't remember who it is, like Frank Thomas or Ken Griffey or something. And
Comes
they're like,
on, they're
you know why? Chicks dig the long ball and then hitting homer. It's a sick commercial. It's Nike.
We were just telling Mateo about the Snickers commercial where Patrick Ewing, is that
Patrick
right?
Chewing.
Yeah, and he comes in and he's like,
Dunked
get
on.
dunked on by Patrick Chewing, and the whole hoop explodes.
It's the
That's
best.
great.
Adam Nugateri. It's the best.
Those are great.
It's the best.
All right, what are we even talking about today?
Today, I love the topic that we're talking about today.
Can't help himself.
We are in part 3 of
Trace.
the fruits.
That's three.
Excuse me, the fruit of the Spirit. As
You
we
almost slipped up,
were
dude.
so importantly reminded that it is not plural.
It's the fruit
It's
of the
fruit
Spirit.
of the Spirit.
And then there's a sentence under there that says, the fruit of the Spirit is the tree. The traits are, and then I can't see the rest of it because it's blocked by the thing.
The traits are the
The
fruits.
fruits like on the tree, like the apples and whatever you grow on trees.
Whatever fruit you would want to grow on your tree.
But what we also realized in chatting is that we've now on part 3, and we've actually not read Galatians chapter 5.
No, we haven't read the verses.
we have been talking
Oh
about the
my
fruit of the
goodness.
Spirit, and we haven't read
We
the
quoted
actual
it
verse.
and talked about it, but it hasn't been up on the screen.
Can
you
you
guys
see
haven't
that?
been able to read it. Yes, but I'm not reading aloud anymore.
All right.
Okay, in front of the class.
doesn't like
I'm
to
nervous.
read.
You guys remember that in school, right? It's like that reading.
I
like
hated
popcorn
reading in school out loud. Now I don't mind it, but I think it's just you
I mean,
practice
yeah,
it, you do it.
you read out every
You
day.
do too every week in youth.
Yeah, but I mess up a lot.
I mean,
all right,
right.
go ahead and read it for us.
Galatians chapter
Mateo,
5.
Don't look at me like that.
Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 and 23, it says, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control." I forgot there were this many. This is going to be a long series. Against such things there is no law.
Good
There's
stuff.
no law against these things.
No, these are all
If everyone
good things.
just lived their lives based on these things, if they said, man, I want to apply these things to my life, you know how much better the world would be?
We'd be in great shape, you know?
It'd be awesome.
Love, joy. We've already covered which ones? Peace and patience.
Correct.
I can't wait for goodness. I told Mateo I got a cool, funny little story to share during goodness.
All
but
right.
we'll save that as a little spoiler. Maybe we'll do that next week. We'll do goodness. next
Okay.
week.
We should get the sponsor, whoever's going to sponsor us that has ice cream, can they do the self-control week? Because that's the one thing I don't have self-control with. And that would be a great
Is
little...
strictly ice cream.
Oh, yeah. I can't help myself.
Ice cream's the most overrated dessert of all
This guy
time.
has the hottest
Just
food
say
takes.
anything. You just say anything.
Like,
Watermelon's the most overrated food, most overrated dessert.
Watermelon's the most... Yeah, watermelon's overrated. I don't think
People
it's that
go
good.
crazy for watermelon and like watermelon flavored stuff, and I'm like, tastes like water, dude.
Yeah. Or lettuce.
Get a better fruit.
Like, people are like, oh, that's salad. It's like, you don't actually like what's in the salad. You like the dressing
Yeah,
that's on
true.
the salad. It's like how people that love lobster,
guy's-
no offense if you love lobster, I've never seen anyone eat lobster without dipping it in warm butter. You could dip a dog
Yeah,
turd
nobody's
in warm
just
butter,
going just
and it would
straight
taste good.
lobster.
Yeah, no one's like, yeah, hold the butter. I'll have the lobster roll. Just
Yeah.
some raw fish on a bun. Like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Pass.
It's disgusting.
All right,
Anyway,
what we were saying.
what we were saying was the first one on there, the first one on the list is love, which the Bible tells us is of utmost importance. Above all these things, love.
Is that why it's first on this list, do you think?
Probably.
Number one on the list. I can't remember if I've ever been at the top of anybody's list for anything in my entire life.
You're at the top of my list.
Hey,
yeah.
thanks. I appreciate that. But love, it's important. I mean, the thing that I wanted to talk about and highlight today, we have a lot of different things on like what we want to share when it comes to love. But I just thought about the example of who Jesus is when it comes to love in God's word. I just think it's like there's so many different ways that you can look at it, or the things that he did, or the things that he says. But to me, it's so encouraging to read through God's word, to read through the New Testament, and just see how he interacted with people and how he loved them. Like these fruit of the Spirit that we talk about, they're so others can see Christ in us. And so if you're trying to figure out, okay, if I want people to see Christ in me, if the first one's love and Jesus is that perfect example, then we have to look at some situations in the Bible that Jesus is interacting with somebody and all he's doing is just loving them. And it might look a little different. It might look a little harsh at certain times. It might look a little bit strange, or he's pushing the envelope a little bit, but it's what Jesus is doing is he's loving them.
But that's the idea, right? Is that we have a picture of what we think love is based off what culture tells us love is, or what we think love is.
Definitely.
And so obviously, we're coming off of Valentine's Day and all that stuff. And so it's all about love, and love is in the air, and February's love month, is that. But biblical love is something completely different than that love. And we see Jesus living out this idea of, man, I love you. It means I care about you. It means, like you're saying, I love you differently than the world sees it. Where the world says that love is affirming, Jesus says, well, love is so much more than just that. Love is telling the truth, which sometimes seems unaffirming because, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. And I'm telling you this because I love you. Or love is uplifting. And, I think the cool thing, and I think why love is first on that list, is because I think that all the other fruits flow from love.
Yeah.
Like if I don't know how to love, I'm not going to have much joy. If I don't love people, I'm not going to have much patience with them. If I don't love people, I'm not going to be kind. I'm not going to be gentle. I'm not going to, I'm not going to have goodness, because love is this thing that everything else flows from.
Yeah. I said the story that I found that I thought was like interesting, because it kind of touches on these, like a few different things, is Jesus meets the woman at the well, like the Samaritan woman.
Yeah.
And like we both know the story. If you don't know the story, it's in John chapter 4. You can go and read it for yourself. There's like it's a whole chapter based on this story and kind of how Jesus interacts with this woman, talks with her, the things that he does, the way that he goes about it is really cool. And then we kind of get to see the reaction of the people based on that interaction that he has. But the verse that I found to just kind of intro it is, it's verse 7, John 4:7. It says, "And a woman from Samaria, she came to draw water, and Jesus says to her, 'Give me a drink.' And then the Samaritan woman said to him, 'How is it that you, a Jew, ask for a drink from me, a woman of Samaria?'" And so it's like Jesus, again, because of this interaction that he gets to have with this person or needs to have with this person, like he pushes the boundaries of culturally at this time, like what would have made sense, right? He's talking to a woman. One, their culture, they wouldn't have done that. Jews and Samaritans didn't get along, right? Jews viewed Samaritans as unclean. They wouldn't want to spend time in Samaria. They wouldn't hang out with them. So he's going, he's talking with this woman. He meets her at the time of day that she is there, which is not normal. So it's all these different things. But what is that? It's love. He needs to have this interaction with her. And so he meets her right where she is to go and talk to her, to go get a drink from her, to open up a conversation about what she's going through and what she's dealing with. And so,
and obviously, you continue to read the story, and what we see is, Jesus somewhat confronting her, challenging her about the life that she's leading, letting her know, hey, if you would drink from the well that I provide, you'll never be thirsty again. Like basically covering it. That I'm glad that you picked that story, because we don't really talk before we film these. He's basically encompassing everything that we're trying to express with love, which is why it's the perfect story of talking to someone that culture would say you shouldn't talk to, reaching out to someone that culture would say you shouldn't reach out to, bringing a gift of life to them, and then also confronting them about the hard truths in their lives, because he loves her enough to do that. He doesn't love her enough to just leave her how he found her. He wants to change and transform her and her life. And like, the one of the things that you said there was this idea of like Jesus had to go there to meet her in that place. And I think that as Christians, that's one of the best ways that we love other people, right? Or how we measure how much we love someone. Do we go out of our way to meet that person where they're at? Like if it's convenient for me, I'll be there. Or if it works in my schedule, I'll be there. Well, that's not really love, is it? Love is, man, I go out of my way to meet this person where they're at, not just waiting for them to come to me, but I'm going to go meet them where they're at and show them this love like Jesus
There's
does.
like stories throughout the New Testament all over of Jesus's ministry, and it's like Jesus went and met with people even though it would cost him something. Like almost every time it's going to cost him something. Somebody's going to question him. It's going to cost him his time. It's going to cost him his effort. It's going to cost him social status, because he's going and talking to these people that other people didn't like. He goes and spends times with a tax collector. He goes and takes time out of his schedule to go talk to a Samaritan woman. He goes and he heals lepers. Like he does all these things, and it's, again, what is that? It's love. It's not, he doesn't treat anybody like an inconvenience or an interruption to his schedule, to what he's trying to do. And so, again, it's just like what you're saying, what we've said before. It's this unconditional love that Jesus has for people.
And I think that, when we read those stories, who we see getting the most upset with Jesus and who we see him having the most conflict with is the quote unquote religious people of the time. And I think we as Christians sometimes need to be reminded that, like, sometimes we act more like the Pharisees than we do like Jesus.
Definitely.
And sometimes we're going to see people that we know, whether in our church or in our circle of Christian influence or whatever, interacting or talking with someone that maybe looks different, smells different, acts different than us. But you shouldn't look down on people for that. You should pray for them. You should give them a helping hand. You should be going out of your way to help those people, the people that are in difficult places, the people that are lost.
Exactly. And that's what brings me to like the next verse that I found, which again, I've read this story 1,000 times. And this is what I said a few weeks ago. Is like, I want to
Bible's
just,
the best,
I want to
man.
just like read it and wow, oh man, that like grabbed my attention. But verse 39, and it says, and many Samaritans from that town believed in him because of the woman's testimony. He told me all that I ever did. Because of what God, again, Jesus took the time to go and talk with her, to share his love, to share this miracle of that I'm going to give you water that you'll never be thirsty again. And what happens? A bunch of people, other people come to know Jesus because of that action, because of that small act of just love, of just taking some time, of just doing that. When we start to do that, others will start to see Christ. What a great testimony. People in this town are believing because of what Jesus did for this woman, because of her testimony, how she's gone back and said, you know what, in my darkest time, when I was doing stuff that I wasn't supposed to, when everybody else in this town had made me an outcast and didn't want to spend time with me, look at what Jesus has done in my life. Look at what this person has done to encourage me, to love me, to still care for me.
And like you said, that you can go read it. There's story after story after story of Zacchaeus, or amazing. The woman caught in adultery, and Jesus draws the line in the sand. And this woman at the well. I mean, it's over and over and over and over again. We see Jesus going out of his way to step in to this difficult situation and kind of bridge that gap between what culture thinks is right and what actually is right. And that's what love is, right? It's caring enough about someone, not just in a, not just the way we love our wives in that kind of way, but it's caring enough about someone on a such a deep level that you are willing to stand in between that gap of like, well, this isn't normal. Yeah, love's not normal. Love does things that don't make sense. Love goes out of its way to care enough about people, and to care enough about their souls and about their hearts to do what you can to help them.
Well, it's like what your papa was saying when we talked with him last time, was like, why are we in ministry, or why do we love people? Why do we continue? It's like that compassion, right? And it's like, that's, again, what we see Jesus, to just have compassion for people. Just, you don't know their situation, you don't know what's going on, you don't know why they are the way that they are, but can you just have a little bit of a heart of compassion to just get it? And what will that do? It'll give you a heart to find out, to figure out what's going on, to understand what's happening. How can we make this better, and to not just write people off?
Yeah, and we'll talk more about it probably when we talk about self-control and that fruit. But the idea that the flesh wants what the flesh wants, and it's really hard to fight the flesh sometimes. But in order to love people, you're gonna have to die to self, and you're gonna have to fight your flesh. And Mateo has them written there. The works of the flesh are like hatred, lust, bitterness. I can think of other ones: jealousy, envy. Things that we hold on to those things, or we crave those things so much that it gets in the way of love. Like if I got selfishness in my heart, or bitterness, or lust, or whatever, it gets in the way of loving people the way that God has called us to love, and loving people the way that Jesus loved people.
Absolutely. Mateo, you have your notes?
Yeah. Something that the world provides, obviously love being a fruit of the Spirit, or a part of the fruit of the Spirit. Conditional love, self-centered fulfillment, transactional relationships, so kind of all-encompassing conditional love, is something. I'm glad you said that, because unconditional love, like the unconditional love of Jesus, has been something that has been kind of rattling in my brain the last few months, because it doesn't make sense. You think about it, it just doesn't make sense. It's crazy. The Bible says, while we were still sinners, Christ still died for us. John 3:16. For God so loved the world. It's not, oh, God loved his believers or the church or those people. No, he loved the world, and he sent so that we may get to know him in the avenue. Now that Jesus died for our sins, we have the ability to pray, we have the ability to go to church, we have the ability to do all these things. And that was unconditional, which is just crazy. It's just insane to me. Because there's so much transactional things, oh, I love Devon because he gives me gifts or whatever, you know, like
Yeah.
it's a stupid analogy, but like that type of thing. It's like, I love you because you do this for me, or like
I don't even
whatever.
really give him gifts.
No,
It's
never.
great.
So
Never.
Okay.
I think that was a hint.
yeah.
Well, it's
But
my
it's
birthday
also
tomorrow, so
it's like we've been talking about in church on Sundays. You know, we're in this series on marriage and relationships and everything, and you know that the whole idea. I said it this past Sunday, and we just we're just coming off Valentine's Day, and like the whole idea of like the covenant relationship of like loving your spouse the way Christ loves us, loving your spouse the way Christ loves the church.
yeah.
It's like become completely foreign to people in a sense that when my parents tell people they've been married for 40 plus years, people are far more shocked
Yeah.
that happens
Yeah.
than when you say, oh, those people split up.
Yeah.
Like
Definitely.
people are far more
Becomes
shocked
more
by it.
common
And it's
now,
like
yeah.
this idea of this unconditional love of like, this isn't conditional. It's not about what I can get from you or what you can get from me. It's not transactional. It's this unconditional love. And obviously marriage or, having kids, these guys don't understand that yet, but you and I do, of
Yeah.
this idea of like, they hand you that child and that child has never done anything for you.
Yeah.
In fact, they won't do anything for you for quite
Yeah.
some time.
Yeah.
But you would literally murder anyone that tried to hurt that
Yeah.
child. And it's that unconditional love. It's in that small window we get this picture of how much God loves us and how much Christ loves us. And it's like you said, it's your brain can't wrap around it. But
No.
the more you can try to remind yourself of that, the more it will help you love other people.
Yeah, I agree completely. And like you said, we're not sitting here telling you like it's super easy to love everybody. It's not. Like
no.
it is extremely difficult.
No.
There's situations, again, as a husband or a wife, as a parent, as a coworker, there are times that it will be extremely, extremely difficult for you to love people. But again, people will start to see Christ when, even in those difficult situations, even in when it does not make sense for you to be like, you know what, I'm sticking with you through this because I love you.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang out. I'm going to be here. I'm going to continue to give you another chance because of love. People will look at that and they'll be like, there's something different about that. That's not normal. The world will tell you, okay, fine, your marriage is not working, just give up. Okay, it's not working with your kids, just leave them. They can do whatever. They don't need you. Like, that's what the world will tell you because they don't understand that this love that we need to have for others is so important.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Takes work.
it does.
I think it was you, or maybe not, in a sermon, but
If it's awesome, it was probably me.
you. That love isn't like an emotion, right? Like it's a decision that you make
that's me.
every day.
Yeah.
That's me.
That's me. It is. It's a
I
choice.
Swear, I
didn't say
Love
that.
is a choice.
I swear he did.
Love is all.
You gotta wake up and choose.
Love is a verb,
You got to
dude.
like people always say. Love is a verb. It's an action verb. It's a choice, man.
There we go.
You have to. It's like anything. I said it on Sunday, right? You like choose your difficult. Everything in
Now
life
give the rest to God.
is a choice, right? So I can wake up and I can wake up early and go to the gym, and that's a difficult decision. Or I can not and eat Oreos all day and have heart disease. That's a difficult decision too. One is more difficult than the other. So it's like
I
choose
feel
your
like-
difficult. Love is the same way, man. It's a choice. I choose every single day to love my kids, to love my wife, to love the people in my life, to love people at the church.
Funny way of showing it, my friend.
Love you, Dev. It's a
It is a
choice.
choice.
So make the choice today. Make the choice. Everything worth having in life takes work, and it's hard work.
Mm-hmm.
We've already talked about peace. We've already talked about patience. You want to have peace? Guess what? It's going to be hard in the world that we live in
Yeah.
to find peace and strive for it. But you're going to have to put the work in. You want to have patience? People are annoying. It's going to be hard to have patience, but you're going to have to put the work in. And the same thing with love. You have to wake up every day and
Put in the effort.
choose to love people,
that's
put the
right.
effort in. Think about how much Christ loved you, and let that then in turn influence the way you love other people.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I'm gonna tell you, you have your closing note in orange down there.
Yeah. What love looks like is actively serving and caring for others without expecting return.
Mm.
And I think I think without expecting return is the big part, because you might do something and they might do something for me, or they might pay me for this job, or they might give me gas money or whatever, like we talked about it with friendships and stuff like that. But that's really what it looks like, making sure that you're doing things out of the goodness of your heart. Segue.
Nice. No, I say this all the time to people. Like, I'll say it to, like, my youth leaders and stuff. Like, and you worked in youth ministry for a long time. I've been there for 8 years now. Like, what?
Dang.
Yeah, dude.
It's a long time.
Old head.
Like, what we do as pastors, and again, it's not to toot our own horn or anything like that, but it's like, it's this, like, rarely do people like say thank you. You know what I mean? I know that sounds bad, but it's like, but people don't. It's like, we deal with teenagers every single week. Like, there's 110 of them back there, and it's like, we're not doing it so that every parent comes back to us and they're like, thank you so much for impacting my kid, or thanks so much for doing this. It's like, I don't expect anything in return. And it's, again, we do it because it's God's calling on our lives, and it's like, it's what he's told us to do. But it's because of that. It's like, we care about people. We can't, like, you get up there, preach every single week. So it's like, you get up and lead worship. You do these things. It's like, because we care and we want people to know about Jesus, because we love people so much. We want them to know that. And it's like, I'm never going to be doing ministry and again, if that's your motive, then that's the wrong motive, and people are going to let you down. It's like, or you're going to be like, oh, I'm unfulfilled by it. But it goes for anything. It's like, if you just expect in your marriage, as a parent, like, you're expecting something back, it's that unconditional love. We've said it 1,000 times, but I'm serving and I'm caring for others, for this next generation, so that we can have more Christians, so we can have more students who are following Christ, so we could have more young adults, we could have more kids, we could have more people in the family of Christ. That's why we do it.
Right. And it's unconditional.
Yeah.
That's like we've been talking about. That's what love is. You're doing it out of the goodness of your heart. Nice. And out of the idea that, man, I want to see, I want to help people. And that's also why, and we get some flack for it sometimes at our church, but that's why we're so comfortable telling people the truth.
Yeah.
Like, I said it on Sunday, like, I care about people's feelings, but at the same time, I care more about their souls than I do their feelings. So if that means that I got to tell them the truth because I love them enough to want to see them make heaven and be successful in the kingdom and be all that God has called them to be, like, that's the ultimate picture of love. Like, if every single friend you have tells you what you want to hear all the time, that's not love. Like, find somebody that's going to tell you the truth from time to time and truly care about you, and not do everything because of what they're going to get.
And somebody who cares enough, they don't want to see you go down the same path that they've been down. Or, I've been searching through the world and haven't found anything that's like Jesus. It's like, they're telling you that because it's true. Like, they don't want to see you waste time, effort, energy on something else. And some people take it as, oh, that's not love. You're just being mean, or you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, I'm trying to help you, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love hurts.
It does.
Sometimes.
It really does.
Truth hurts, but it's the only thing that'll set you free.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
Amen.
So learn how to love somebody this week, and learn how to love them in the biblical sense, out of the self-sacrifice and the unselfishness of your heart.
Yeah.
Go find somebody to love on and do something for them that you're not expecting anything in return. You just do it because you care about them.
Because you want to show them Jesus.
Put it into practice. Yeah. Show them Jesus, right? What's the, you might be the only Bible someone ever reads. You won't be the only Jesus someone ever meets. It's, it's cheesy, but it's true.
It's true. It is.
Because there are a whole bunch of people out there that would never step foot inside a church or open a Bible for a million years, but you'll get a chance to interact with them. So figure out how to love.
And like the Samaritan woman, because of God's love in your life and in your testimony, people might come to know Jesus.
Yep.
So you should reflect that and be excited about it.
Amen, brother.
Amen, brother.
Amen. Snap into a Slim Jim.
All right, Mateo, what are we playing a game, dude?
He's got nothing.
I legit
He's
got
got
nothing.
nothing. What are we supposed to do?
This guy's got one thing to do all week.
This is why...
One.
Yo, that's crazy. This is what half of our viewership is
Yeah,
waiting for.
we don't ever, like my mom, your mom, like we don't ever get texts from people that's like, man, that was a powerful word. It's always like, oh, it was hilarious. You guys are idiots.
are silly.
Yeah. So
So I guess we have no silly things to do.
that's it.
You don't have any questions for us? No. All right, fine. I was excited.
Who won the most? Who got the most right? I think I did. The most right because you picked the Patriots to win.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, from the podcast? Oh, I should have tallied that.
From the podcast.
I mean, yeah, but
that's
he
what we're
got-
doing right now.
He
We
got,
did like our own too, where we kind of like.
Oh,
picked-
he
and
crushed.
he won.
Yeah, he crushed at that
I was
one.
dominant.
I threw mine out. I looked at it for 2 seconds.
I have
and
it
was
framed in my office.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the
Up
best
next to
thing
his
that's ever-
massive diploma.
Yeah, dude. I should bring that on next week so I could show everybody.
Wait, what's the one you said you wanted you can't wait for which one because you have a funny story? Gentleness?
No, good. It's not a funny story. It's just it
Oh,
was
then
this.
don't give it away.
Oh,
It's a good tie-in.
it's just it's a good tie-in, good little note
to
from-
goodness.
to goodness. Yeah, just
All right.
from a perspective of somebody else. But I thought that it was.
We were talking about the Super Bowl commercials yesterday.
The
You
whole
didn't think
bro.
that?
You
the
didn't like any of
whole-
them?
There was a couple that I liked, but if we're being honest, the whole thing start to finish was
Putrid.
Not great. What about the
Cheeks.
national anthem? Did you like that?
Charlie Puth was good. But
Little auto tune.
can I tell? Yeah, can I? Now you're a musician.
Sure.
You liked it?
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like the national anthem is supposed to be a cappella though?
So like you
Like
didn't
that's
like
the whole
Chris-
thing. Like
You
you're
didn't
supposed
like
to
him
get
playing
up,
the
just you and a
piano?
microphone. He's got a choir. He had full string band. He's
Yeah.
playing piano.
No, I thought it
You didn't
added
like
to
Chris
the
Stapleton?
I
experience.
just think it. Yeah, I did like Chris
'Cause he played
Stapleton's
guitar.
though. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. He did.
And,
All right,
and
you
it
got
added
me.
and
Got
it added
me.
to
You
it.
got me. You got
No,
me.
I
You
thought
got
it
me.
was nice. I thought it was
That's
like
the best rendition of
Yep.
the national anthem ever. The Chris Stapleton.
Number one.
Also, what are we doing? I'm not going to talk about.
Fergie?
I'm not going to talk about the hat.
Can we
I'm not
pull
going
that
to
up?
talk about the hat. Oh, Fergie. My
Oh,
gosh,
dude,
bro.
that
That
was
was the
NBA
NBA
All-Star,
All-Star, right?
That was
Yeah,
like
dude. Oh.
4 years
If you
ago.
guys
5
don't
years
know what
ago.
that is,
Yeah, go
it's
Google
so
it.
Look it up.
funny.
Go
Yeah.
Google Draymond Green's reaction to
He's just
Fergie,
like-
dude. Just
That
dying
whole thing
laughing.
is so funny.
It's so hilarious.
Who-
I liked the flyover too.
The
It's
flyover
always
is sick.
so
And then how
epic.
about the camera in the plane?
Yeah, when the guys and
They
they're like,
fist bump, dude. Like they
that's
could,
real
That's
friendship
awesome.
right there.
that's real love.
Yeah, that's real love.
Those guys could drop a bomb on anyone at any moment, and they chose not to. That's love.
What are we talking about?
Also, you know what I was thinking? You know, everyone
Tell
loved
me.
Chris Stapleton's thing. Football is. I'm not going to talk about halftime or anything like that. We don't need to do that. But, never mind. But why? Football's like America's sport, right?
yeah.
When's
Yeah, bro.
yeah, bro. When's the last time have they ever had a country halftime like what Morgan Wallen would kill
Yeah.
at the Super Bowl halftime?
I don't know.
Like a country artist.
People would freak out.
Katy Perry.
I looked at the ones of the last
It's always
20
like
years,
pop and
it's
like these
yeah.
like cheesy things that I feel like people who really watch football don't even listen to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I feel like the
Not making
country
any like judgments.
the
but-
country halftime show would be more suited for like a college football.
But that's why I said Morgan Wallen
demographic.
because he's not really like country. Like
he's like
he
pop
is
country.
country, but he's got like a vibe.
You'd
You know
have
what
to
I mean?
do him as like a guest,
Or
as
the
for
chubby
somebody
guy.
else.
What's his name?
Luke Combs.
Luke Combs.
But it's not like I wouldn't say it's like
I don't
that kind of
know,
music. Yeah,
But it's like a vibe. Football is like a vibe like that.
down in Alabama. we're
No,
going. It's
that's
like,
not
yeah.
what.
But
they
I feel
sound
like
It's
because
not
that's the
That's
southern
pretty.
Kenny Chesney.
That's pretty spot on.
that's the southern demographic. Like I think
Which loves
Is it
football.
though?
I mean, do you listen to Morgan Wallen and Luke Combs?
I love Morgan Wallen.
I
Can I
like
say that on
Luke
the
Combs.
podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I
Devon
say-
loves country music. We've born and raised in Connecticut.
Fair.
Because I
Sometime
wouldn't.
in
But that's
Missouri,
it.
though.
But I don't listen to any country music other than Morgan Wallen. I was just
I like. Country
just
music
throwing my
just in
two. Who would
general,
you
but-
pick if you had like perfect fit Super Bowl halftime? Who are you picking?
Like any
Because
artist.
I mean, if we're just, I'm not being judgmental, but if we're being perfectly honest, right? Like someone that sings in another language the entire time, not really the perfect fit, right? Like next year, somebody's gonna sing in Dutch the
thing-
whole time.
Yeah, the
But-
thing that I thought, regardless,
K-pop-
not halftime.
K-pop.
My question was the Green Day. So they did. We talked about it last week. We're like Green Day's opening up, and then I was like we were watching like the pregame stuff, and I'm like, they're like, get ready for Green Day, and I was like, who's like, I can't wait to listen to Green
Nobody.
Day right now.
Nobody.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
Nobody.
they were.
They're so old.
They were
Nobody.
popular when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
Like that's 20 something years
Yeah,
ago. I'm
no,
like, I
nobody-
don't.
nobody-
It's because they don't get paid for it.
I walk
So it's like they'll
lonely
find anybody
road.
to go and I'm like, there's no bands, right? You needed a band.
Doesn't Green Day
There's
sing the really popular graduation song when I was a kid, when I was younger? I think they do. I think that's one of their big ones.
Wake me up.
No, that's
when
not.
graduation's over.
That's not it. That's
Yeah,
not,
that is
that's not it. Look up like popular graduation song of the 2000s, of the early 2000s.
Dun, 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 dun.
No,
That's
no,
Green
not,
Day.
not that one. Not that one.
Just when you all walk in.
Unwritten.
Oh, Vitamin C. No, that's what I'm thinking of. That's the one. Never mind. It's not Green Day. That's my bad. That was a horrible,
I don't know what that is.
horrible
dude.
word association. Anyway, what would be your perfect like fit? Just give me the fit of like football, America. Everyone's watching, so you have like more women watching than normal. You have more kids watching than normal. You have more people that aren't interested in football watching than normal. What's like the perfect fit if you could pick any person?
I feel like a rock artist, but like there's no rock artists anymore.
That's why I said Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
He covers everything. He's got like some hood
Aerosmith,
songs. He's
are they
got
still
like
around?
a little bit of
Yeah,
rock.
and they
He's
actually
got-
That's
still
what
rip.
that's who I thought of initially.
did
It was
one
like
year,
if,
didn't they?
If like Aerosmith was still a band, it's like that's who I think.
They are.
would
I'm
be-
pretty sure
people
they
would be
are.
like,
They're just
they are.
super old.
super old. Yeah.
Dream on.
Somebody's mom is offended. We just said super old because they're like, I
Bro,
remember Aerosmith.
Steven Tyler's like 80 years old.
They did the Super Bowl in 2001.
Yeah,
That's
there we go.
25
I
years
knew
There you
they
ago.
go,
did the
dude.
Super
Bring
Bowl.
them back.
That was my sophomore year of high school.
I was
Dang,
I
dude.
was negative
Look
two.
at that.
What was that? 2001.
Mm-hmm.
I was 6.
All right. Let's not be rude about it. How old is Steven Tyler? Look that up really fast.
Put in your guess. Where's my mouse?
84.
Yo, look up. That's what we'll do. Look up some things that came out in 2000 and or in 1995.
When you were born.
1995.
Yeah, the
He
year
just
I was
said
born.
2001.
The year I was born. Luke.
Okay.
How many times do I have to tell you
77.
celebrate?
77. He looks great.
He does. He looks like Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, he does. Arr, matey.
You've never seen the movies.
I love those
I've never
movies.
seen him either.
I have
Oh.
seen them.
I've seen him.
My
haven't
son,
seen
my
them.
Brody liked them when he
They're
was younger.
so good.
They're okay.
All right.
49 pop culture moments that happened in 1995.
Dude, Batman
I
Forever.
meant like inventions.
Yeah, but this is the year you're born. This GoldenEye, the greatest video game of all time.
Do you remember this stuff?
Yeah, I remember all of this, bro. I was
Dude, the internet.
Windows 95, eBay. Wow, what
Look
a
at
what a
Jeff
year,
Bezos.
95.
Dude, a PlayStation 1?
Yep, had one
That's
of those.
crazy. We're on PlayStation 5 now, I think.
Sun-dried tomatoes.
Ew.
Starbucks Frappuccinos? Or is that an ad?
Nope, that's
Mariah Carey. Oh, there's my girl right there, dude.
Mariah Carey?
Fantasy.
Fantasy, great album.
There's no way that's a great album.
Wonderwall came out.
Oh,
I don't
dude,
know what that
Oasis.
You don't know that song?
Nah. I'm a Christian.
Come on,
That-
you're crazy.
I only
you just
listen
said
to
you listen to
worship
Luke
music.
Combs.
Destiny's
TLC,
Child?
that's
Waterfalls.
TLC, bro. Okay, all right, enough. I can name all those guys.
I'm gonna get.
That's
Dang,
Coolio,
dude. What about is there like some inventions and stuff that came out around there?
Alanis Morissette. My goodness, dude. The 90s, what a time. The
What a time
90s.
to be born. That's what I always say.
If you're watching this and you grew up in the 90s like I did, we are blessed people. What a time to be alive.
Golden
lot.
age of media.
It really was. Of everything. Think about it for a second.
Okay.
If we're going, you go and pick a decade, right?
Yeah.
And you want all encompassing the clothes, the music.
Luke, not the clothes. brother.
Everyone's dressing like the 90s now.
Yeah.
Some people were
Yeah.
wearing 2 polos.
Mateo's
on top
entire
of each
outfit
other.
right now is
Yes.
literally from the 90s.
It's from-
when you wore a long sleeve t-shirt under your short sleeve t-shirt a few
I
weeks
came
ago
up
for the
with that.
pod. That's 90s, bro.
Yeah.
I came up
Clothes,
with that myself.
music, sports, movies. The 90s, it's not even close. It's the greatest decade.
Actually,
TV shows.
to tie it in, I bought like a little project car like to work on. It's from 1990.
This guy's money bags. Huh?
It's torn to shreds. Like I gotta work on it.
A raccoon got a hold of it.
Yep.
I know.
It's my passenger princess.
Yeah. It's been living in the back seat for
yeah,
a
with
while.
its family of 3.
But yeah, 90s like baggy jeans. I mean, Jordan retros have all been from the 90s.
That's because Jordan's from the 90s, bruh. Like,
I don't know how
It's
we
not
always
even
talk about
close.
Jordan on
TV.
this podcast. It's dumb.
think about all the great TV shows.
Go back to that. What was that? I got the hiccups again.
No one can see. You have to say what it is. We're
Oh,
doing a
on
podcast.
Mateo's screen, he's looking up like inventions.
I mean, we covered most of like the PlayStation was the big one.
Oh, okay.
The elliptical.
Elliptical?
Yeah.
The elliptic.
There you go. You'll get it
The
out.
lip tickle?
McFlurry.
The elliptical.
That's just a mustache, my friend. You got one of those right now, brother. That is funny.
That is funny.
What was the next one you said? McFlurry?
The McFlurry?
What? We should have one in celebration of my birth.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
How about this? Can you look up famous people born on February
Oh, yeah.
11th? Do you know who the most famous person
Jennifer
is that you share?
Aniston.
Oh, so you have a great icebreaker if you ever meet David Schwimmer.
Yeah, nice.
Ta-
Taylor
Taylor
Lautner.
Who's that Asian girl there?
That is
K-pop?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's K-pop.
Yeah.
It's K-pop.
Singer. Pop
Rose
singer.
Park?
Roki Park?
I don't know who.
Wait, go up. You're going too
Khalid.
fast. Khalid! Dude, I love Khalid.
Man, he fell off.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Wait, scroll up, please.
sorry.
Let me see the top of the list.
Jennifer Aniston, Taylor
Brandy?
Lautner.
You have the same birthday as Brandy?
From Destiny's Child?
No,
I
that's
don't know
Kelly
who that
and
is.
Kelly Rowland.
I don't know who.
Are
that
they
Taylor-
both from Destiny's Child?
Did you just say you don't know who either of them are?
Yeah, I don't know who Kelly Rowland
Kelly
is.
Rowland is from Destiny's Child.
Nice. I got
Brandy
one.
is Brandy. Like
She was like her own
Brandy.
thing.
Like, are you? Okay.
She's like Beyonce.
I feel so old right now. This is unbelievable.
Because Beyonce was in Destiny's Child. I've
Okay, just go back, please.
Moesha?
I can't
Moesha, her name is?
Yeah, no, that was she
That's
was
the
on a
TV
TV
show.
show.
Oh.
Taylor Lautner.
Who's that?
You guys know who
Is
Taylor
that Thomas
Lautner
Edison,
is?
dude?
Dude,
We're
you
getting
share
fired up about these other
This
people.
is a lot.
share a birthday
Dude,
with
Mike
Thomas
Shinoda?
Edison. Mike Shinoda from
Linkin Park. Is that Cardi B?
No.
Cardi B was not on the
Cardi B and Devon P.
Dude,
same,
Burt
same
Reynolds?
birthdays.
I don't know.
Are those his birthday, February 11th? All
Yeah,
those people have
I
birthdays
guess.
on February
Wait,
11th.
go down, dude.
Yeah, you're going. You're
Right? Yeah.
who? Read some of those other ones.
I don't know any of these people.
That's Murda Beats.
Cheryl Crow.
Oh, the redhead guy from right there. What's his name? Under that.
He's
Yeah,
British.
Damian Lewis.
Damian Lewis, dude.
from Homeland.
Man,
Josh Jacobs.
a lot of celebrating
Josh
to do tomorrow.
Jacobs.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, look at all these people. I know people are watching this; they can't see it.
What are
There's
yours?
a lot of people. February 11th. There's a lot of people.
September 16th is
September 16th. Look it up.
So,
Famous
boy.
birthdays.
This is what we're doing today.
My picture's gonna pop up on there.
Nick
Oh,
Jonas.
Nick
Dude,
Jonas.
That's awesome.
Is that John Boy?
Me and Nick Jonas. I don't recognize anyone else on that list except a girl to the far right. She's from something.
Oh, she's from.
Oh, is
she's
that bro? Is that
44?
Mark Anthony down there?
dude, I'm pretry sure. Wait, go back up.
It
That
is.
girl.
Mark
That's
Anthony.
from Gilmore Girls.
Is that guy next to that girl like a? Is that like a mugshot?
this
I'm
one?
getting that
Yeah.
foot cramp again.
No.
This guy that got this guy's prison thing.
Joji.
Joji.
He's a pop singer.
He's been through a lot of different careers. He
How?
was like a
Click on
YouTuber.
Nick Jonas. How old is he? Or does it say
33.
there? Oh, forget it. 33.
33.
Oh, dude, we're about the same age. Me and Nick.
Go back. Go, scroll down a little bit there. Is that Mark Anthony?
There's Luke in high
It is.
school.
Who's under? Mark Anthony. Oh, Amy Poehler.
Wow. Why
Mark
is she not
Anthony?
at the top of the list?
Yeah, why are, the two of them should be at the
Why
top
was
of the list.
Joji up there? Who's
Amy Poehler's
Joji?
54 years old.
Who's
great.
Amy Poehler?
Yeah, she looks.
She's
from
in Parks and
Rec, dude.
Recreation.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet.
She's a hilarious comedian.
Mateo's too busy fixing up his car that he
My-
bought.
Dude.
Me and Michael Scott have the same birthday.
His Steve Carell or
No,
Michael
Michael
Scott,
Scott.
the character.
Michael
Oh,
Scott, the character.
That's cool. That's even cooler.
I think so too.
Look, Aaron's dad. Talk about The Office.
Dude, that
right
Gary
there.
Busey.
Aaron's dad. Ed, what's his name? Ed something?
Ed Bundy.
Ed Begley Jr.
Ted Bundy.
He's from Hartford.
No way.
Wow.
We need to go see that guy
All
on his
right.
birthday.
This is crazy.
Well,
Is that Meatloaf? Who's the guy next to? Oh, no, Mickey
That's
Rourke.
Bryson
Bryson
DeChambeau.
Dude.
Nice.
All right, I got a way
Is
better
that
list than you
Meatloaf?
do.
What?
Yeah,
BB
yeah. No
King?
one is watching this anymore
No.
because we're shouting stuff and people can't even see it. So
Let's
this
do-
is horrible. This is horrible.
I'm not doing mine because
podcasting
I
right
know
now.
mine is awful, but I'm gonna do Spencer's.
You know
August
Spencer's birthday
14th.
off the top of your
August-
head, dude.
Yeah, we definitely didn't talk about it like an hour ago.
That's love. Is that Timothy Chalamet?
Halle
No,
Berry.
that's Bryce Hall.
Chalamet. Another K-pop person.
Not a lot. Spence.
Magic Johnson.
Dude, Irving
Magic Johnson.
Steve Martin.
Hopefully the only thing you have in common with Magic Johnson is your birthday.
And that's it, folks. The most insane thing that's ever been said on this podcast.
Steve Martin, are you kidding me? He might have the most famous
that was
people.
bananas, dude.
He's got the most famous people.
Is that Tim Tebow?
Mike Vrabel?
Oh, that's Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, I don't know any of the other people.
Goodness.
He's a WWE guy.
I don't know.
Was that the girl from Sweet Life of Zach and Cody? Nope.
Brenda Song? No.
It's
Bro,
not.
you can't see that far. Stop guessing.
You guys need glasses. Oh, Tim Tebow is there.
Dude,
Tim
Tebow. For those
Spencer Pratt?
who can't see it, which is everybody, it was a different guy who looked like Tim Tebow, and then also Tim Tebow. Winston? Dude, come on.
This is so bad right now. All right.
And
Lamorne
the other
Morris.
guy.
All right. We got to go.
Justin Long.
We got to go.
Who?
That's not Justin Long. He looks like him, though. You're right. People have no idea what we're even talking about right now. Anyway, comment down below or send us a message. What decade do you think is the best?
I'm thinking the 40s, 1740s.
Yeah, the Great Depression.
17. I'm doing the 70s. 1776, baby. Bald eagle noise. All right, that's it.
Crazy.
Tell the people goodbye. We have to go.
Bye.
Bye. See you next week.